श्री गणेशा, जय बोलो श्री गणेशा, जय बोलो श्री गणेशा, शंकर सूत गणेशा, गौरी तनय श्री गणेशा। जय बोलो श्री गणेशा, जय बोलो श्री गणेशा, जय बोलो श्री गणेशा, शंकर सूत गणेशा, गौरी तनय श्री गणेशा। महिमा में तेरी जो है अमृत, करता है मूलाधार चक्र को जागृत। महिमा में तेरी जो है अमृत, करता है मूलाधार चक्र को जागृत। अबोधिता दे निर्मल नंदन, करे गणपति तेरा ही वंदन, करे गणपति तेरा ही वंदन। प्रथम पूजे तू हमेशा, जय बोलो श्री गणेशा, जय बोलो श्री गणेशा, जय बोलो श्री गणेशा, जय बोलो श्री गणेशा, शंकर सूत गणेशा, गौरी तनय श्री गणेशा। जय बोलो श्री गणेशा, जय बोलो श्री गणेशा, जय बोलो श्री गणेशा, शंकर सूत गणेशा, गौरी तनय श्री गणेशा, निर्मल पुत्र गणेशा, निर्मल पुत्र गणेशा।
संसार माँ तेरी कृपा से जागे जगाए संसार हुई धरती में पधारे, शतवर्ष हुए धरती को सवारे। माँ विश्व का हुआ उद्धार, माँ तेरी कृपा से खोजी हुआ है पार।
राइट हैंड लेके
व्यापित करके सहस्रार का वेदन करके आध्यात्म में हमें गहरा करके अंतर आत्मा की ज्योत जला के दिया आत्म साक्षात्कार माँ तेरी कृपा से ध्यान करे संसार तेरी महिमा अपरंपार माँ सर्जी करे तुमसे परम प्यार बचपन से लेकर और समाधि तक संदेशा शांति में पहुंचाया सभी देशों तक सारों दुनिया के लिए तुम सभी स्तर पर कभी जगह सहज धर्म हर सहजी में माँ तुमने सिखाया है प्यार माँ तेरी कृपा में हम भी पढ़े निर्वाच्य प्यार माँ हम जुड़े और अब जुड़े संसार माँ तेरी कृपा में हम भी करे सहज प्यार सहज प्यार 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 We are one, we are all Mother's children. We are one, we are all Mother's children. We can make the world a better place, so let's start giving. We can make the world a better place, so let's start giving. We love you, Mother. We love each other. That's the mantra for today and ever. We can light the world, we can spread the joy. If we start loving, let the Spirit sing this song of love. Cause we are all forgiving. This is the song for the nations. This is the song for love. It is to make us united into a single heart. This is the song for the nations. This is the song for love. It is to make us united into a single heart. The real ones souls of heaven sing for you tonight. You bless us, oh dear Mother, with the spirit of always rise, to make the vision of your love in our hearts, alive in our hearts, alive in our hearts. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you. 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 Happy, happy, happy birthday to ma pa ni da pa 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 ma ga ri sa ni ga ma pa da pa ma ga ri ga ma pa da sa ni da pa ma ga ri pa pa da ni sa ni ga ri da pa ma pa da ni sa ga ri sa ni ga ri da pa ma sa ni sa ga ri pa da ma ga ri sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa ni da pa ma ga ri sa ni da pa ma ga ri ga sa ma pa da ni sa ma pa da ni sa ma pa da ni sa ga ma pa da ni ga ma pa da ni ga ma pa da ni sa ni ga ma pa sa ni ga ma pa sa ni ga ma pa pa भाग्य हमारे जो देखे हम भगवान स्वरूप साक्षात्कार शत वर्षों से देखती हमको साकार निराकार विज्ञान आज देवी देव गाए झूमे नाचे मनाए सौजन्य शताब्दी पे माँ को मिलके मनाए स्वर्ग धरती पाताल में माँ की जय जयकार 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 जय जय माँ की जय जयकार जय जय माँ की जय जयकार जय जय माँ की जय जयकार. This is the song for the nation. This is the song for love. It is to make us united into a single heart. This is the song for the nation. This is the song for love. It is to make us united into a single heart. This is the song for the nation. This is the song for love. It is to make us united into a single heart. This is the song for the nation. This is the song for love. It is to make us united to carry on the vision of the Lord.
Jai Shri Mataji, respected brothers and sisters from the global Sahaj family. Salam sejahtera dari Malaysia. Warm greetings from Malaysia. Before we proceed our session today, allow us to welcome some yogis who are joining us for the very first time. Indeed, we are blessed to have many yogis who inquired about our sessions and are wanting to join us every week. And we hope, brothers and sisters, you will continue to support us to strengthen our collectivity. Let us now bow and welcome Shri Mataji into our hearts with utmost love and respect for our Divine Mother, the Mother of the Universe, the Supreme Goddess, Sakshat Shri Adishakti Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devi, Namo Namaha. For all the deities within us, for ourselves, for our fellow Sahaj family and mankind in general. Now, brothers and sisters, with our hands folded and with complete reverence, let us pray to our Divine Mother, Param Puja Shri Mataji. We, your children from across the world, humbly seek your permission, blessings, guidance, and protection to have this global online meditation. Shri Mataji, it is only by your divine grace and blessings that we are able to gather week after week to worship your holy lotus feet collectively. We humbly thank you, Shri Mataji, from the core of our hearts for this beautiful opportunity. Shri Mataji, verily you are the doer and the enjoyer, and we, your children, do nothing at all. Our only desire, Shri Mataji, is to please you, to be one with you and be completely surrendered at your holy lotus feet, always, so that we are able to ascend in our spirituality, to be your humble instrument to spread Sahaja Yoga and Vishwa Nirmala Dharma to every nook and corner of this world. Shri Mataji, our humble salutations to your holy lotus feet, again and again, from all your children. Today, brothers and sisters, we are blessed to have a dear sister, Renuka Mohan from Negeri Sembilan, Malaysia, who had recently gone to India for the We Are One tour. She will be sharing with us her experience about her journey with the tour. And before that, she will be the divine instrument to lead our meditation session. Renuka received a self-realization in 1993 in Kuala Lumpur, a very diligent Sahaja Yogini who is always ready to do Sahaj work. And she's the beautiful mother of 3 adorable daughters. Let's put our hands together to welcome our dear sister Renuka to share her journey in Sahaja Yoga and also to lead the session today. Over to you, Renu. Jai Shri Mataji.
Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. Thank you so much, Akka, for the lovely introduction. All right, let's begin the session today. So let's offer our humble pranams to Shri Mataji, and let's also raise Kundalini and Bandhan collectively together. All right, let's now all settle down. Let's desire in our hearts to just be united, all as just beautiful children of Shri Mataji's. We are nothing but her children. And we are all together worshipping her today, residing in her holy lotus feet. So let's together bow down with humility and just welcome her to preside in our collective meditation session. To invite her respectfully, let's all take the 3 Maha Mantras. Brother, can we have the 3 Maha Mantras playing? And then we will proceed with Arti to welcome Shri Mataji.
ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुण्डलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
I believe many of us, before the session started, would have performed the arati to welcome Shri Mataji. So we shall just proceed forward. So let's take one mantra to Shri Ganesha, the remover of all obstacles, to see that our subtle system is cleansed and clear, so that all our inner energies, Kundalini, can rise all the way to the Sahasrara. Om Dvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's place the right hand towards Mother Earth and the left hand towards Shri Mataji, and humbly request the Ida Nadi to be cleansed. Shri Mataji, kindly balance us on our left channel. If there is any lack of pure desire within all of us, kindly increase this desire to supersede anything else that we may need in our life. Just pure desire to be one with Shri Mataji. Let's take one mantra to Shri Shiva Parvati. Om Dvamev Sakshat Shri Shiva Parvati Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's place our right hand back on the lap and continue to raise the left hand towards the ether. Let's humbly offer our prayers to remove all heat, all imbalances, all excessive thoughts, over planning and overthinking, all excessive actions and ego. Let's surrender all of these things to Shri Mataji's holy lotus feet. Let's take a nice deep breath and just exhale through your mouth. Again, let us continue to just breathe slowly and deep, taking nice deep breaths. Let's slowly reduce our breathing to slow down. We'll take the mantra to Shri Jesus and Shri Mother Mary. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Jesus Sakshat Shri Mary Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namah. Let's completely forgive all thoughts from the past and all thoughts from the future. And just allow our Sahasrara to have a clear passage through the Agya Chakra. By the compassion of Sri Jesus and Mother Mary, please allow this passage to be open. Let's place our hand back on the lap. Bring our attention to the Sushumna Nadi, the center channel. Let's place our right hand in the center heart. Let's pray to Shri Mataji to remove all forms of unnecessary troubles, anxiety, fears, insecurities that does not come from ourselves, but through the people that we are surrounded with, in the society, from the communities that we live in. Shri Mataji, kindly neutralize all these feelings, all these fears and insecurities, and allow us to just be open-hearted. Allow us to completely expand ourselves, to be a large ocean, to completely surrender to you as we are just your children, and we are all one. We make the fabric of your being, Shri Mataji. We thank you for your graciousness to absorb us all within you. Just place our hand back on the lap. With a nice deep breath, and slowly exhale. Let's slowly bring our attention to the top of our Sahasrara. Shri Mataji, may we all ride upon your Adi Kundalini and settle beautifully in the Sahasrara. If anyone feels to breathe deeply, you may just do it. Shri Mataji, please place your holy lotus feet in our hearts on the pita of our Sahasrara. Shri Mataji, please take your most beautiful form as the Queen of the Sahasrara and just reside on the throne that is meant for you. This brain is yours, Shri Mataji. This instrument is just yours. With our attention completely on the Sahasrara and in this thoughtless state, let us listen to the talk of Shri Mataji. And as and when we are ready, you may open your eyes.
We have come to this place many a times. It's a beautiful place. You all like it. It's very rustic, absolutely in the interior. Only thing is, coming all the way from Ganpatipure, you have to spend a lot of time. All this you are doing just to enjoy the beauty of nature and to be with the nature. I have told you already that this fruit of coconut is called as Shrifal because it is the Sahasrara. And it's very surprising that this fruit knows and understands. It won't fall on any animal or on any person. If you are sleeping here, it will never fall on you. Nobody is hurt ever by this fruit. It is so sensible, more than human beings. Because we do hurt others, we do trouble others, we don't think what we are doing. But in Sahaja Yoga, there's a lot of sweetness, goodness, righteousness, and it's so encouraging. Also, so many people are there newly married. I congratulate them, all of them. Now try to be kind to each other. If you are reserved in the beginning, you'll have to pay for it. Please try to be nice, kind, and talkative. Not that you just keep quiet and don't talk to someone. Maybe there's sort of a way of impressing others. Not in our Sahaja Yoga. In Sahaja Yoga, I talk too much. That's why my throat is off today. And you also talk. Talking is very important. Not hiding your feelings. I've told lots of things about it, how to make a marriage happy. That will make very happy also. If you have very good marriages, we'll have very good children born to you, and then we'll have a new race of people in this world. These children will be the most powerful things for us, and they'll work out many things which we could not work out. Regarding our tour, I hope you have been happy about it and then you enjoyed all the programs that we had. Today I am going to tell you something about the sea because we are next to the sea here and must understand the feelings of a sea. Sea is your grandfather in a way because he gave birth to Lakshmi, who becomes Mahalakshmi later. So the sea, which is the grandfather, we have to show all respect to him. Normally, the way people are living in the West, especially, also in India, people go and use it for bathrooms. But also in the West, they use it in a very funny way that they use it for swimming and all kinds of things, by which they wear funny dresses and lead a very licentious life. This is an insult to the sea. We must respect the sea. In India, we worship the sea. We have to worship the sea. And in the Greek mythology also, they had as we have Varuna, they too had a god for sea. So this god for sea has to be worshipped and has to be understood and to be respected. We cannot be disrespectful. Before entering into sea, you must say namaskar to the sea. And coming out of it also, you must say namaskar. The way we behave towards the sea is not proper. As you know, because of sea, we get rain. If there was no sea, we would not have rain, we would not have anything. Sea is so important to our life. The greatest thing is sea is the Guru, is the Mahaguru, which teaches us so many things. First of all, this Mahaguru is the one creates salt for us. Christ has said, "You are the salt." salt of the universe. Meaning, you are the one which gives taste and all the qualities of the salt to the human being. So, this sea is there, we have to learn a lot from this sea. The first of all is that it has its own maryadas. Supposing you try to press the sea from this side, it will appear on the other side. It always keeps to its maryadas. Such a huge thing are these oceans are such huge, but they keep to their maryadas. They never cross their maryadas. While we just start encroaching on everybody's maryadas. So the maryadas of the sea is very important. That it just keeps to its own line. You can draw the line when it is a high tide. Next day, whenever there will be high tide, it will be just there. So imagine such a huge thing like an ocean can keep itself to the same maryadas. Why can't we, with such a personality of ours, should keep to ourselves and to our maryadas? Then the second quality of the sea is that it looks after all the animals that are in it. Somehow it is a saltish thing, but there are fishes and there are all kinds of animals which exist in the sea, and that's why it is, we should say, the first life came into being in the sea. So all our forefathers long time back must have been born in the sea, and then we have become human beings. So we have no right to insult the sea where our forefathers must have existed, and then they started coming out one by one as the fish came as a reptile. Now, the third quality of the sea is that it is a deep thing. It is very deep. In some places, it's extremely deep. If the depth of the sea is reduced even by few feet, there will be problem all over. It keeps to its depth. It doesn't leave its depth. It keeps to its maryadas and it keeps to its depth. In the same way, whatever depth we have got in Sahaja Yoga, we should keep to that. Normally, we should not become cheap type. We cannot afford. We have to be deep people with deep understanding of Sahaja Yoga, deep understanding of ourselves, because that's a sign of dignity. And that dignity you must have, that majestic nature of the sea you must have. Now these trees as they are, you see, are very surprisingly, they are getting all the wind from the sea. But if you go nearer the sea when they are planted, they all bend towards the sea, never away. They give their sort of gratitude by bending towards the sea, though the wind is blowing the other way now. But they are not bothered about the wind. Their gratitude is to the sea, so they bend towards the sea. Even these trees understand what it is like. Without the sea, we could not have had any transport from places to places as we have been. And also, there is a great lot of wealth inside the bed of the sea, which is not yet explored, but once explored, the whole world can be very rich. But they are fighting about it, which part is ours, which part is yours, that in that fight. I think all this inside the sea might shift from one place to another. And lots of wealth, which is like gold, silver, diamonds, are all embedded in the sea. And one day maybe that this Lakshmi might be discovered and we people will be enriched all over. Moreover, when we carry the transport, we carry Lakshmi from one place to another, from another place to this place. So the sea has given us that mobility and movement. I have seen the sea reacts to me very much. It reacts because if there's a light in the sea or a moon in the reflecting, it moves with me. I've seen it, it moves with me. The sea understands me very well because I have a special relationship and a respect for that sea. Now, when you are here, I hope you'll understand the value of the sea. Because of the sea, you are so much enjoying here. It is giving you such good feelings and all spirituality. There is no need to go to Himalayas. The, whatever is covering his Himalayas is what is nothing but the water from the sea only. It's one of the circles that water passes to the Himalayas, then comes back as rivers, again falls into the same sea. They have to come to the sea. So it is everything ends up here. And then it is allowed, it goes to tapasya. It allows the sun to create that cloud by suffering the heat of the sun, and becomes vapors. Then it goes as clouds and you get your rain. In the same way, we have to be. We have to bear the heat of others, anger of others, and create vapors, means the blessings, the vibrations for others. It is with me, same thing. When I see somebody who is sick and I treat him, of course I have to bear a little bit, sometimes quite a lot. Then I absorb it, and then they become vibrations. They just start flowing as vibrations. So this is what you have to learn from the sea, which is very important for Sahaja Yogis, that you absorb everything, doesn't matter. But don't get attached to it and let it become vapors, and the sea can now become the vapors. As you all are here, all these vapors as vibrations should flow. This method you should try to understand by courage. Because the other day when I was coming, there was a lady sitting just on the way. Mother, her feet are out of order or something gone wrong. Please treat her. Why should I treat? Why can't you treat? Are you afraid to treat something? Then there's another one who comes up to say, Mother, you treat. Why can't you treat? You all can treat them. You can help them. And you will be surprised. The more you will treat them, the better you will be. You should venture. You should have that much courage to treat others. If you don't treat others, you won't grow. Because that is what, like the sea, as you have seen, you become the vibrations. When you treat others, there are more vibrations. Why should God give you vibrations if you are not going to use it? Simple logic. Why should God give you light if you are not going to use it? Christ has said that you don't put light under a measure. That's what we are doing when we are not using our hands, our feet, our brains for Sahaja Yoga. We are not creating vibrations within ourselves. The same body that is yours can just become a bundle of vibrations if you start using these vibrations. But if you don't use these vibrations, you will have problems all the time, and you will not understand why I am doing everything, I am doing this, because you are not using your vibrations. You have to use your vibrations in every way possible, wherever is possible, to help others to get all right, to get well. You can at the most take a bandhan if you like, if you think that it might hurt you or something. But at least use my photograph. And after the photograph, you can just touch the person. There's no harm. After all, if you are afraid even of any troubles, then what's the use of becoming a Sahaja Yogi? If the ship is not seaworthy, what's the use of making a ship? You have to be seaworthy. And that's what you have to decide, that we are going to be Sahaja Yoga worthy. And for that, we are going to absorb all the vibrations. We are going to take up everything upon ourselves. Little trouble also they have. They'll tell me 10 times. We went there, then this happened, then that happened, then this. But I never tell you anything. What happens to me, how I came here, what was there, nothing. Because I know that all this is whatever I am doing is created into vibration. In the same way, have faith that you are all just like the sea, like the Mahaguru, and that whatever you are doing is creating vibrations within you by which you can save so many. It's something like a cycle again, I said, that the more you give, the more you get. The more you use your vibrations, much more you'll get. It's a very nice cycle that is acting as it has acted in the case of the sea, as I told you, that the water goes to the Himalayas, comes back at rivers in the same way. Manyfold, manyfold the vibrations will be growing, and I would say that we should always use our vibrations for helping others, for giving too many things to the plant, to the anything. I mean, there were some people who brought a plant, mother, give vibrations to that. I said, why don't you give the vibration? There's no need even to take vibrated water. You can vibrate yourself. That state has to come, that you can vibrate your own water. You can vibrate the whole waters everywhere. There's no need to take vibrated water for me. Maybe mine is little more, but doesn't matter. But you are so many. So what? Compared to me, I am only one. So all of you can work it out and do such a lot. But have faith in yourself. As the sea has faith in itself, you should have complete faith in yourself. You must respect your self-realization. Tell every day to yourself, I am a Sahaja, I am a yogi, I am a saint, I am a realized soul. I have to do this. How can I do these other nonsensical things? I have to do these good things. I have to talk to people in a sweet manner. I have to try to work it out this way. It is actually your faith in yourself is going to help. Your faith in yourself that you are a great Sahaja, that you are absolutely surrendered to your mother, works very fast. That faith you should have that you are a Sahaja. Nothing else is needed. May God bless you.
Let us all continue to meditate. Let's pray to Shri Mataji that our faith grows deeper and deeper, just like the depths of the ocean. And we all have the courage to expand our vibrations everywhere, to every nook and cranny of the world, to nourish and nurture every single being that we meet. Let's keep to the meditation and we will listen to a short sloka for the Agya Chakra. It is actually the Lord's Prayer in the ancient language of which Sri Jesus Christ used to speak in. Can we please have this?
Upwind Bashmaya Nikadashashama Tietet Malkota Teviganak ay kanat bashmay af bahara Apund bashmaya nikadashashamak Tietet malkutak Neilet Teviganak ay kanat bashmay af bahara Havalan lama dasuknani amuna Ushpawoklan halvan wahatay Ay kanadafnan Juvukan lahaiban Huelatalan Layanes yunak Helapatsan Min bisyak Mitul Ndelaki Malputak Wahilah What Hashputak Allah Alam Amin Mitul Dilaki Maputhak Ahila What Hashputhak Allah Allah Amin Metul dilaki makutha ilah huatashbutak Allah
Let's slowly open our eyes and prepare for Aarti. When we are ready, we can have the Aarti song played.
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी। दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण कितने लिए अवतार माँ, कितने लिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा। तू गंगा यमुना माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको, माँ सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, लौट के ना जाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियारा, माँ कर दिया उजियारा। कलियुग में माया है, कलियुग में माया है, फिर भी पहचाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर, दुख से दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधु संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधु संगीत सुन लो। हो सकी जो सेवा, हो सकी जो सेवा, हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
We'll offer our pranams now to Shri Mataji. We'll continue to absorb the silence. We'll take a prayer. Shri Mataji, with hands together and heads bowed, with full humility, we thank you for all the darshan, for all the love, for all your attention upon all of us, all your children, Sahaja Yogis of the entire world. We thank you, Shri Mataji, from the moment you brought us upon this world to receive self-realization and to allow us to be nurtured and nourished each and every day, to grow deeper into our own beings, to reflect you, Shri Mataji, to have you in our hearts. We hope we always please you and all the deities that are fully awakened in all of us. And we are always under your control, your administration, as we are very much a part of you. Let us feel the togetherness, the strength in our sasara. And let us work towards the collective desire for the peace of the world. For the saints of the world. Jai Shri Mataji. Let us collectively raise Kundalini and Bandhan. I'll pass the session over to Sister Maheshwari.
Renu, thank you for the very blissful meditation and also beautiful talk by Shri Mataji. There's a request from Sister Kanmani for her niece, Amirta, who has been ill in the hospital. She's got some oral thrust chest infection. She's not able to eat. She's only 2 years old. She's feeling restless and not able to eat. So can we put a bandhan for speedy recovery for little baby Amirta to be back in good health?
Speedy recovery.
Amirta.
Amirta. Okay.
So now, Renu, you can turn on your video and now you can share your experience. It was really lovely to listen to Sister Vimala singing the Lord Jesus Christ song, that in Aramaic language spoken by Lord Jesus Christ 3,500 years ago. It was such a blessing to hear Sister Vimala from UK singing that song during most of the self-realization programs that we had in Delhi and other parts of India. So it was nice to listen to the song again. So you can share your experience with the We Are One tour.
Jai Shri Mataji, everyone. So it was a very delightful experience for us to be a part of the We Are One tour after Shri Mataji's birthday puja. So it was a tour that went on for 2 weeks. To be able to share completely everything, I'm afraid time will not be enough. but I'll try to share some things that are very fond to me, or there was a big impact to me. So yeah, like what Sister Maheshwari said, Sister Vimala was one of the tour participants, and we had the pleasure of listening to her live in Prakistan. She was singing, and it cleared many of us in so many ways, and we could feel the clearing on the Agya. It was so profound. So that's why we decided to share that short file for us all to meditate with. The talk that we played earlier was also one of the locations that we went to in Alibag. So it's an ashram called Alibag. It's where Shri Mataji spent a lot of time in her earlier days. So there was a talk that took place in 1991, Shri Lakshmi Puja. So we had the pleasure of visiting that ashram. I would actually recommend a lot of yogis to go there as fast as you can, because they have now a brand new ashram already built, but the older ashram where Shri Mataji's room is, in the older building, is slightly sinking to the ground, and they're thinking of constructing it and moving it to the newer ashram. So it's nice. I actually have a video of that. I'll play it to you later. But before that, my brothers from the We Are One tour, they have given me a short trailer of our tour to share with all of you yogis who are joining us today. So if I have permission to share that, then I will just play that short video like a trailer.
Is it from Nicola Mapella?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you. Carry on.
Okay, all right. Hold on, yeah.
We Are One tour is a tour that expresses the pure desire of many yogis from many countries, recognizing that our country is not geographically bound, it's here. So that desire to be one is a simple, pure desire, but one of the most powerful desires that we have, I believe.
It was like meeting family, meeting people from other places.
I really felt like home.
I feel great. I feel cleansed. I feel elevated. I feel everything at once.
It feels very hard to think of leaving India, because once you come into Sahaj and you experience like a taste of India through Sahaja Yoga in another country, and you come here and you actually experience the original culture, like it's very hard to kind of to say goodbye to that.
Sing for you tonight. You bless us, oh dear mother, with the spirit of all the shrines, to make the vision alive in our hearts, alive in our hearts.
Lovely. Renu, I think you are muted, huh, Renu?
Okay, so sorry. So that was like the highlight of the whole tour. We had 120 participants that started the tour with us, and they were all from 30 nations. So it was nice to have so many yogis from different various countries to join together to visit so many holy places in Shri Mataji's ashram together, to experience all the vibrations and to just experience love from the local yogis even. So it was an excellent experience. So we started in Pratishthan. Maybe I can share some of the highlights of what happened. Let's see. So just a few shots, maybe some photographs. So we had like a mini puja, the very first puja as a whole group in front of Shri Mataji's room, like a terrace that she had. We just got together and meditated and offered flowers to Shri Mataji's holy lotus feet. And then we performed aarti and sang bhajans. It was very heartfelt and the vibrations just escalated a lot. We really enjoyed that particular experience. That was really quite nice. So this is Shri Mataji's altar inside her room. This is her bedroom. Okay, I hope everyone can see that. It's quite a spectacular room that Shri Mataji has in Pratishthan, and we all had the beautiful experience of visiting her entire home. It's so beautiful. It was partly a museum and partly also her residence. It's just completely filled with vibrations and all sorts of beautiful items that the whole world had given her as gifts. So it's beautiful to see everything and just enjoy the vibrations. Next stop, we went to, let's see, we went to Brahmapuri. Now Brahmapuri is a very special place because it's the place where Shri Mataji actually spent a lot of time too. So it's a very nice thing to know that Shri Mataji actually for the first time went to Brahmapuri or Satara when she was a little girl, like she was representing her school in the game of Kabaddi. If you all have heard about this game called Kabaddi, if you do not know, just Google it up. It's a quite a nice game, very quite a rough game, I would say. But Shri Mataji, being Shri Mataji who she is, she played Kabaddi, and for the first time she went to this place called Satara, and that's how Shri Mataji met with many yogis from there, Brahmapuri, and we had the pleasure of meeting one of the earliest yogis who were with Shri Mataji at that time, and we did go to the same exact river Krishna. And there was magical spots over at this river. If you go there, you would find out. It's actually the bath place of where Shri Mother Sita used to take a bath. There's also a very nice pond by the river, and you could gather up some mud and have a mud bath, and it's supposed to be very healing. So if you ever get to this place, you can try having a mud bath by the river banks. We also had the pleasure of experiencing birthday puja together with the Brahmapuri collective, so that was quite nice. Third place we went to was Ganapati Pule. Now this place is just, everybody should go to Ganapati Pule. So something quite magical happened at this beach. Ganapati Pule being a very strong beach, full of Shri Ganesha principle. I would just like to share something. Okay, this has not been actually circulated. So it's a miracle photograph actually that one of the yogis had mentioned to snap. So we had a bonfire taking place on that day, and then somebody casually snapped a photograph. I'll show it to you in a bit. So this was the bonfire that we had one evening. So it was the last evening that we were there. and we were all singing bhajans, and we were celebrating two of the yogis' birthday. And then one yogi just snapped a photograph towards the sky, and we managed to have this beautiful miracle photograph of, I believe, which looks like an Adi Guru in the sky over there. So it was such a beautiful feeling. But of course, we didn't know of what was being captured in the sky. But we remember singing so joyfully at that time. We remember just being so innocent, and just the vibrations just went, the level of vibrations just increased so much. So that's what we actually felt. And to see this photo, it's actually quite nice to have a miracle photograph like this. So we all know that the deities are always there, always watching over us. And we're such gifted beings to have the pleasure of having them present all the time in our lives. So it's a very humbling moment. There was other than the time that we had by the beach, we also had a Sri Ram Puja, which was extremely heartfelt, because we celebrated the Ram Navami there, the birthday of Sri Ram. So it was quite pleasant and very memorable. So that was very nice. So Alibag, I promised a video, right? So okay, let me try to share the screen. That was our next stop. So that night from Ganapati Pule, we left to Alibag. Let me try to share. Okay, I don't know how this is going to come out. Let me see. Okay, never mind. Maybe I can share some links later, or when we are able to share it with our friends, and then it can be circulated around. So it's basically Shri Mataji's room in Alibag. It's a beautiful room. It's of course very old, because Shri Mataji has lived there for quite some time, but it's been taken care of very well by the caretakers, Auntie Lina. And from her you can hear lots of stories about Shri Mataji during the early days. So it's very nice, and they also have a compilation of all the pujas that Shri Mataji had, and all the snapshots that was taken during puja. So it's very interesting to actually see. Then we went to Nashik. We had a couple of public programs. We also went to Rahuri, where we visited the Shaptashringi. So those were all very important highlights of our program. Of course, the last and the most final one was Nargol, where we went to the Sastra Dam. We went to the tree where Shri Mataji sat down and meditated, where she opened the Sasara of the universe. And it was the most deepest experience, because I think when you reach there, you always feel this sensation of surrendering, and you just completely surrender, and Shri Mataji just sweeps you up and completely you just sit there in bliss. So it's a very beautiful thing to go on tours. This tour was actually made so that it can replicate all those tours that Shri Mataji actually organized back in the 80s and 90s. So I guess the culture is still coming back now. So if we all get a chance to go to tours like this, just go ahead and just hop on any tours. Any part of the world where Shri Mataji has actually spent and established ashrams would be a good idea to visit, because they are all holy. All the vibrations are all established. It's a fantastic thing if we can get to experience the vibrations in our lifetimes. Okay, so I'm going to try to share the Alibag video somehow. So let's see how it works out. So let's give it a chance. So we'll wrap up this evening, I suppose, because it's quite late already. Sister Maheshwari, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, it was really nice of you sharing. I think maybe we can conclude the session today, because it's almost 10 o'clock in Malaysia. So
sorry that it took so long.
No. It's really a pleasure to watch all those things. I mean, for those who have not been there, it would be a great, help for them to at least they have a chance to see those things
Yeah.
and share the joy with every one of us. So maybe we can have another session next time. And so it was nice of you to share, Renu, and it's always nice to share what we can, with each other. And thank you, Brother Bhaskar. As always, you will always there to help out as and when you are free. So we thank you. We take the opportunity to thank you also for the IT support, and to all our brothers and sisters who have joined us for this meditation session, and continue to support us, our channel in Malaysia. We thank all of you for this lovely evening, and looking forward to sharing more sessions with all of you in the coming weeks. So with that, thank you, everyone. Look forward to seeing you next.
Thank you, Jai Shri Mataji, to everyone.
Thank
Thank you, Mr. Bhaskar, who also helped us in the tech side. Thank you so much. Thank you, Sister Maheshwari, for the opportunity.
Yeah, it's a great sharing with all of us. Thank you again, and thank you to Shri Mataji for connecting us. As and when she decides who to speak, who to share, it's all done by the divine. Thank you, Shri Mataji, from all your children. Jai Shri Mataji.